Who do you dare to become? This is a question that I find myself asking on a daily basis. It's a question I feel we should ask ourselves regularly. What do you do when you're 5 years old and you're sitting home from the hospital with no hope? The doctors tell you, you're going to die. What do you do when you wake up from a nightmare in a pool of sweat, screaming, please don't let me die. Please don't let me die. What do you do when your father took matters into his own hand, decided he didn't want you, and tried to kill you? Madam Chairman, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests, I found out this, that in life we come carried into this world to take baby steps to one step at a time. And before you know it, we're running and we have to take leaps of faith. But what guarantees us that we can make it? Or what guarantees us that when we fall short, we can get back up and we can continue to persevere? That, my friend, is hope. And hope is vital. I was the boy in 1995 who woke from the nightmare screaming, please don't let me die. The doctor sent me home at the age of 5, giving me 5 months to live, after diagnosing me with full-blown AIDS. The way I became infected was heinous. My own father intentionally injected me with the HIV virus, hoping I would die off and he wouldn't have to pay child support. While he's serving a life sentence in prison, I'm left to deal with this shackled ignorance that affects me mentally, emotionally, physically, and socially. Some of you may remember the first day of school. But on my first day of school, I wasn't allowed to go to school. Finally, my district caved and they said, okay, you can come, but with restriction. You can't drink from the water fountain. You have to bring your own water bottle. You can only use the nurse's restroom. You can only come for a half a day. All throughout elementary school and middle school, my peers would taunt me, calling me names like gay boy, AIDS boy, freak. They were quick to remind me that I did not belong. In my moment of desperation, one night at the age of 13, I had 3 knives laid right out in front of me. I asked myself, which one can cut deeper? I'm done. I just want to escape and I want peace. But in that moment, a voice called me to my Bible. And I picked it up. And I read the Psalm of David and I said, why so downcast, O my soul? Put your hope in God. The word hope began to raise curiosity in me. The word hope just felt so good to say. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Hope. For the longest time, I asked myself, why is this happening to me? But I realized that's the wrong question. The question is, why not me? You see, in life there's suffering, and there's always going to be suffering. But suffering produces perseverance, and perseverance produces character, and character produces hope. And hope does not fail. Everything we go through in life has the ability to make us or break us into the unique individual we're called to be. The grass isn't greener on the other side of the fence, it's greener where you water it. You just have to ask yourself, do I want to be part of the problem or do I want to be part of the solution? In other words, do I want to live the role of the victim in my tale or do I want to live in the victory? The choice is ours. And the funny thing about choices is we don't get to choose a lot of things in life. We don't get to choose where we grow up. We don't get to choose our parents. Some people aren't even blessed with the choice of what they're eating tonight or the clothes on their back. But we always have the choice of the outcome. I chose to choose life. I chose to trade my ashes for beauty. I chose that, you know what, I have a plan, I have a purpose. I chose to be someone. I chose forgiveness. At the age of 16, I took the baggage in my life and said, you know what, I'm tired of living in the past. I want to live in the future. So I left that baggage at God's feet and I said, you know what, I forgive those in my past. I even forgave my father. And that's when my health started doing wonders. As I stand before you today, I'm a healthy 24-year-old man, tomorrow 25, who's no longer affected by the virus because it's undetectable. Because I choose to live. Life can be cruel. It's always quick to give us the test face and the lessons later. But hey, you don't have to have it all figured out right now. Because fruits grow in the valley, not at the mountaintop. And we have a lifetime, a journey, an experience to figure it out. Let me ask you this. Would you ever rather live in a cardboard box or a mansion? You chose cardboard box? Go down to the local supermarket. Boom, you're set. Nothing special about it. No value whatsoever. But if you look at a mansion, it's humongous. It's majestic. The details that make it unique. The solid foundation makes it strong. But if you choose a mansion, you have to ask yourself, who do you dare to become?